Oh hey guys, Dan here, Today's Speed Shop, Camaro edition. Now where we left it last, I don't know where we are. Oh, I was doing quarter panel stuff. So what we got to do today is we got to finish off the tail pan, make it kind of fit nice around the quarters. I got to kind of smooth up in here and plug weld the wheel tubs in to get that taken care of. Now that we have, look at that, how nice that is. It's all pretty decent. We got to do some fitment of the front end doors and fenders. Okay, coming up a little. I got the steering stuff, so I put that in there. I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm just gonna do a couple of things here. Maybe just take a quick break from this thing, recharge, and not have to deal with it. But I want to finish off tail pan, quarter, and go from there. Now we have a brand new deck lid on here, which is I don't know. I got a bunch of deck lids. I almost wonder if I should just use this used one. It's got a much nicer kind of bend to it. So if you look at this one, see it's got like a real hard, crisp fold. And this one is like just round. The other thing is it doesn't fit the quarters very well. It's got like, it's real low here and high here. So it's a bit of a schmozzle. So either we're gonna have to bend this the tailgate up, trunk lid up, use the Nomads, bend it up, which will be a bit of a hassle to make sure that's across the same without creasing it. Then this edge, like you see how this is a nice hard edge? I was originally gonna soften this to that, but this is wrong. This is just laziness. So I don't know, I'll have to look at this deck lid and see. It's got some filler in it, but it's not, I mean, it's got a big dent and it might be further ahead just using this, squaring it up, then screwing around with this thing. Just sell this, try to get my money back out of it. I don't know. I don't know what to do here. I have another deck lid outside, but I think it's rotten. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and mess with that, see if I can put the trunk lid on. I'll put this other one on, see if it fits any better. This one actually fits not bad in a lot of areas, just not back here, which sucks. And then like I said, we'll have to get in here and start chopping up this panel, which I know you guys are gonna hate seeing that, but I'm doing it. We got lots of meat there to weld to, so that'll be nice. Get that all kind of filled in as much as we can and carry on from there. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing today. I'm feeling pretty motivated, so I should be able to get a fair amount done. All right, well, this deck lid fits better. It's a little, it's hard to tell. This might have to go down just a hair on this one side, but yeah, whatever. This side fits pretty good. I gotta push that down into it, but I think that's decent. The other thing is, there's gonna be a gasket, like a weather seal or whatever around the trunk, which always affects the fitment, so you can't have it perfect. But this, you can see this is all, it's all rusty, so it's got a nice hard edge. So now we gotta do, it's got a couple little dents here and there. This one's got a crease there. We can see if we can pop that out. We'll have to fix that in the paint and body stage, but I think this will be easier to fix than trying to make that. So either we'd have to do something like weld and then try and flatten it out on the new pan, or use filler, which I think filler on an edge like that, probably not the plan, because I am hard on gear. I will chip it and break it. That being said, as you can see, even with the old trunk pan on, you guys are all been waiting for it, we still would have had to cut this to make it fit. So aftermarket panels. Aftermarket panels are the bane of my existence on this car. But we can carry on. So I think what I'm gonna do now, I should probably do the quarters first. So I'm going to slit this kind of like right across there and see if I can maybe make this fall down just a little bit. It doesn't have much to go, but see, if you make that lip fit there, it goes high there. So we don't want that. This does fit nice the whole way. It actually has to go up even at the back with some shims. But that's a nice little fitment. So we got to accomplish something here, and it's already touching, so there's not a whole lot we can do. Yeah, it's all fit down there. This is all in line. The quarter can't really go down. It's just simply too tall. You know what's funny too is you look at this one's more straight up and down, and this one is more angling back. I mean, it's just, what a fucking shit show. I wonder if maybe I should cut some of the top, hammer it down, and take the height out that way. And it'll give it more of an up and down, because that one we can't do much on. That one actually fits decent, so yeah, maybe I'll do that. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna start cutting and welding, and then fill it with filler when it's done. Garbage aftermarket panels. That's why we're not putting this whole panel in. I just think, I just have this little section to work on. Well, I don't want to fix this. This is fine, this fits. There's no issues. Unless you're doing cars for YouTube, because you're not very bright, buy the best possible car you can afford that has as many factory panels, or as someone else has already fixed all these panels. You'll save yourself a heck of a lot of time. So a bunch of screwing around later. It's not perfect, but it's got a bit of a whoop-de-doo right there I gotta kind of take care of. But the gap's good. Kind of lines up. I don't know, I'm happy with it. Getting in here with the grinder's a bit of a pain. It's got a bit of it right there, a little whoop-de-doo, so I gotta grind that down just a little bit. It's got a bit of a high spot, but honestly it's probably better to do that with like a sander or something along those lines. Like I want to work on this now. Get that piece dialed in. Where are we gonna go to? Just have to grind that out and see where the filler stops, and we'll probably, well, you know what? I could almost just join it right there and kind of pull that out and cheat it a little bit, because it's in, the tail pan is in from the quarter right here and in line right there. So I kind of just pull back on it a little bit. We'll see if we can cheat it. So let's get this all cleaned up, see what it looks like, and then decide how much of this we want to use. It's not going to be much. We're going to waste a lot of this panel, but it's extra in there, see what happens. I don't know where I should join it. Yeah, I'm going to start grinding. I always think better when I'm grinding. There we go, not bad. So we got her all in there. Hey, that's a pretty nice little piece. I tacked it in there, but I welded on the back side. There and there. I cheated and I welded this solid, but the bumper is gonna wrap around here, and this is gonna be right on the bottom of the car, no one's ever gonna see, so I'm gonna fill her over that. I might have to just run a zip cut right down in this little area here. And then we'll fix that with filler, and that'll look just fine. And the deck lid fits good, and everything is pretty decent. Over here, it's actually not bad in this area. We're gonna do just this bottom section, so it's almost irrelevant what it really looks like, because I'm just gonna weld it all in there, knock that in, and again, the bumper's gonna hide everything. And then this ugliness. Not looking forward to that, but I'm gonna let everything kind of charge up a little bit, and then we'll get this kind of dialed together in an hour or so.
Reluctantly I answered, got sucker punched again. A trail of breadcrumbs blowing in the wind. I went down that road again. I went down that road. I went down that road again. I went down that road. Driving to the airport, the rain was coming down. My memories were 6 feet underground. Then I see it exit 29 a mile ahead. My muscle memory takes the wheel again.
Oh, this car, I mean, it does look good, I gotta say. Camaros are appealing to the eyeball. So we got this all kind of dialed together. This patch actually worked out pretty nice. There shouldn't be much filler in there. And again, bumper, out of your view, tail light, that's all we're gonna see. We'll have to cut some of that out, but yeah, I think that worked out. Now, the ugliness. The one thing, if it shows up like that, oh yeah, it kind of does. See what happened here is when I cut this really won't kind of spread up, so you can kind of push it down. So, I don't know what I'm gonna do there. I might have to kind of give her a bit of a shellac or something like that, or maybe put a couple of ratchet straps and try and pull it down somehow and kind of go from there. But I think step one will be grabbing whatever I'm gonna use here and kind of cutting a little section out, grinding all the filler off. And if I put it underneath it, trace it, get it kind of cut, and put it up in there. I don't think this is gonna be like metal finish nice. Yeah, you can see right here, she really popped up there. But, I wonder what I can do about that if I clamp it down in place. I'm gonna talk to myself for a little bit here, and I guess I can see it. It's not terrible. We'll have to figure that out. Left the worst for last, as per usual. We'll get that stabbed in there. Then I want to do wheel wells. Weld all the plugs in there and then cut off the excess. I don't know if that's supposed to be or if I screwed it up, but I cut all that off. So you have maximum tire, even though these are not overly large. And yeah, go from there. Man, this thing does look good. It needs a set of slick tires in the back. I have a set. I wonder if I should put them on. Let's start working on this, see where we end up.
Tastes like Barcelona, a place I've never been before. But you live with your new lover, not thinking of me anymore. An angel that walked into my life at the wrong time. That's why whiskey makes me cry.
Honestly, not bad. You guys gotta get the full view here. Some of the tack welds are ugly, I'm not gonna lie, but we got a little piece kind of scabbed in there. It has somewhat of a, I don't know if I can show you. Oh yeah, it kind of does. It kind of just keeps its little whoop. So you got that. I pushed down up here, so that was fine. And then where it was kind of wide, I just put some welding rod, like some TIG rod in there. So that should be good. And then we got to fill a little piece at the back there, but I'm going to go ahead and keep giving her in there, weld it all together. Here, I'm going to try and maybe just, if I can get under it, whack that up with like the pick, whack that down. And I mean, it won't look perfect like that for a little stop, but luckily it doesn't even have the little stops now, but it'll be close. We can kind of weld it in. Yeah, if I actually just smack that up, I can probably just put some welding rod in there and shape it as needed. And then I'll weld in there. And so I got in here not too bad. So I'll have to get the back little section, little smack down. Yeah. So a lot of screwing around, but I'll keep welding, grinding, and eventually it'll look like something, well, something less shitty, I hope. Wish me luck.
Oh, it tastes bittersweet. I catch myself starting to think of cry to me on repeat the whole time you first kissed me. A stranger that walked into my life at the wrong time. That's why whiskey makes me cry. That's why whiskey makes me cry. Taste your charm in the bitters, drink a little quicker. I'm in love with the liquor, 'cause I can't say goodbye. That's why.
Well, a lot of screwing around, but ultimately actually came out pretty decent. It's a little lumpy right here because it has this kind of curve like this, but it also has to curve down. So a little smack with a hammer there, but let's be honest, body filler will finish a lot. I can probably straighten up this edge, which I'd like to do with a like a long block or something like that before I load it full of filler, but things, okay, I haven't actually closed the deck lid yet, but oh yeah, it's not bad. It's a little gappy, but it's actually a little tight on this side, so we should move it over. And it's a little high, so I can knock that down, but honestly, that's not bad. I wonder if I should slit that and give it a whack down. Pretty close. Up next, we're gonna go ahead and do wheel tubs. Actually, I put the cowl hood in this thing. You know, I did that for, well, we did it for the thumbnail, me and Danny. The hood actually fit not too bad. Let's drop her down a little. Ugh. You know, I know cowl hoods are kind of played out to no end, but Camaro actually looks pretty good. And not a bad gap there. Not a bad gap there. This is literally just, there's no hinges on this, but it's all squared up-ish. I mean, this is all can be played with. It's got a bit of a gnarly gap at the back, but push that back just a scotch. We might be able to knock, oh yeah, this will actually go back too, right? Oh, this is ahead. So yeah, that should fit perfect. Ultimately, amazing. After this car has been so cut up, it kind of all fits together. That's awesome. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna finish this real quick. I'm actually gonna slit it, just knock it out with a hammer so it's in line with the deck lid real quick, because I might as well do it now while it's in my mind. Then we'll do, well, the wheel tubs, cut the remaining inner straps out, the inner wheel tub, whatever's left. Get that all dialed. Then we're gonna take a bit of a break, and then we'll tackle the steerings. I did get the box. I gotta go rent a Pitman arm puller actually, so maybe I should go do that right quick as well before they close. Too many things, you know, there's not enough time. Well, let's get welding. Okay, so wheel wells are all plug welded in. I trimmed them all up. They should be good. I might have to grind those down just for aesthetic. On the other side, I re-welded in the rear pan, just it didn't want to fit or whatever. I put it in wrong, but we fixed it with a grinder, so that's pretty much cherry. Now, I jumped ahead, and what had happened is I had to take the center link off the steering box. Well, I didn't have a puller. I went to the parts store. They were closed. I was like, okay. So I came home. I was like, well, I'll start assembling stuff, and I'll just kind of carry on with this video tomorrow. So I put together, you know, the tie rods. I bought all brand new everything. So we just kind of took them off, eyeballed them so they're close. We bought a bunch of Moog stuff. So, you know, the best Chinese garbage you can get. I got new adjuster sleeves, so that's all taken care of, actually. And I bought shocks, except I bought one shock, because I'm an idiot. So, such is life. The steering box came in, so what I did was I got this manual unit. So it looks like it should kind of line up pretty much the same. I think there's only 3 bolts to fasten it, so we'll put that in. What else we got? Everything is brand new. Oh, so anyway, I couldn't find the puller. I'm like, yeah. So I put it all together. I'm like, well, you know what? I can't lose this. This steering box is junk, and everyone told me, oh, buy another one. They're used on everything and this and that. You know, I hear you, but buying used steering stuff to buy a new one. I mean, it wasn't that. It was, like I said, $300, whatever it was, and I'll have brand new tight steering, worth the money. So all I did was I got the torch out, and I just kind of heated everything up, and managed to just knock it loose. So. Win. I didn't have to use a puller because I just smacked on the shaft, which if you're ever trying to reuse it again, probably not the best, but luckily we're not doing that. So I cleaned this up. I gave it a quick coat of paint. It's still a little warm, but we're gonna go ahead and slap in the steering box. We can hang everything all together. I'm gonna pull the front wheels. Oh, actually, tomorrow we're gonna finish up. I bought a set of front wheels. Oh, they're so perfect. You're gonna hate them, internet. But I've never had them before, and they were a good deal. So we're gonna put those on there and make this thing a roller. And I think that's pretty well it for a little bit. I am ready to take a break on this thing. But I will say, actually, a lot of people have been asking me how much I paid for this and about how many labor hours and all I put in there. So I thought I'd do a specific video on that actually next. So we'll finish it off with that on the next one because, man, I don't have a lot of money in this, but I have a pile of heartbreak. So, I mean, the hot rod stuff, right? Anyway, we'll pull the wheels off. We'll see what we got going on. We'll hang the front suspension and call her a night. Hopefully it all just bolts on easy. Fingers crossed. Well, I slapped her in there. Fits in, just mint. We got a little new coupler. Every single piece is new. This is badass now. Drilled disc brakes, tubular control arms, manual steering. I think it was a quicker ratio box, but I'm not 100%. You know, all brand new hardware and grade 8 bolts and everything. I got a cotter pin everything yet. I haven't done that. I actually haven't even done the ball joints or nothing like that. That all has to be taken care of. But realistically, At this point now, apparently I have inner fenders in Saskatchewan. My buddy Josh, I think, is going to make a trip out here. We're going to horse trade a few parts in exchange for gas money. But I have seats there. I have some wheels I've bought. I've got tri-5 trim. The problem is people, they're like, hey, you need this. I'm like, all right. And then if it's by someone I know, I'm just like, hey, you want to keep this? And then I forget I even own it. And anyway, so in that list was seats. I don't know if I bought them for this or not. They're high back, so I might not use them. But a set of buckets is always good to have. There was 2 cowl hoods, a bunch of trim, grill. I think there were some dash pieces. So all sorts of good stuff, which is pretty sweet to get. And I can kind of throw something together. So realistically, at this point now, we need to plumb the brakes. This is coming up, but plumb the brakes. E-brake stuff, I got to get all new e-brake cables. Got to order those. But really, like, pretty complete little car we got here, lady and gentlemen. But that's what I'm going to leave for a night. I'm going to load some of these tires up because I'm going to use these factory rims with different tires on that I had purchased, bigger ones, because you always need bigger tires. We got to get some gear oil for this thing. We'll do that tomorrow. I noticed actually one little spot of rust I got to fix on the underside of the kind of fender support area, which I neglected to do beforehand. So I was going to plate it and weld it in there. It's nothing serious, but keep all the water and junk out. Hood hinges supposed to be here tomorrow. We might put those on if they get here in time. Hood hinges, oh yeah, and fender extensions. And I actually think I found a guy that has one of these. So if it's the same, it's a 68, but I think when I looked at it, they look very similar. A lot of people say, oh, don't go with the aftermarket stuff. it's only GM ones. Yeah, I hear you. You don't gotta tell me twice, but this one's just so porous and beat up, and it's got a bunch of dents. And if I can put something in there that'll just kind of fit, I think that'll be pretty sweet. So I'd like to actually, if I could, hang the fender extensions and that piece in there. That would be pretty cool. With a set of ridiculous front wheels and big old slicks out back. And then forget about it for like a week. I'll go work on something else and somehow that'll rejuvenate me. I don't know how my brain works, but you guys are obviously in it with me. I'll see you tomorrow. A new day. Man, these new days are killing me in this video. Believe it or not, it is Valentine's Day. This video's coming out tomorrow, and I'm in the garage. Luckily, Daniel is super cool and doesn't get angry about those things at all. Anyway, picked up some stuff after work. A few things I think you guys might hate, which I'm excited about because, let's be honest, pissing off the internet is one of my favorite things to do. No, not you guys. It's the other people. I picked up a new front piece here, new old stock deal. Same with some fender extensions, so I'll put those on. I ordered some hinges, hood hinges. I don't think I'm going to put them on today. They're super duper stiff. I got to put springs on. I hate putting the springs on hood hinges. That is like terrible. But I will oil those up and get them like super loosey-goosey. If you have a stiff hood hinge, you will fold a hood, and you don't want to do that, believe it or not. What else am I going to do? Oh yeah, so I'll put those on. Here's what I did. Buddy Murray, I've done a lot of horse trading with him over the years. I'm like his #1 customer in buying stuff that he buys stuff and loses interest like I've never seen before, which is great for people like me. He bought a set of wheels, and I kind of liked the idea of them, and then the price kept going down and down and down and down, and I bought them. So let me show you. Hang on. So these are the steel wheels I had on the back. A set of Mickeys I had picked up. These are 30 by 9s, so they're taller than the 275s I had on it. The front runners. I don't know what to say, guys. A 17-inch by 4 or 4.5 with a Mickey Thompson ET Street. They're slightly taller. Don't worry, I still have the old front runners. We have to use them. I actually think these might end up on my 57 Chevy, but we're gonna put them on this unit. We're gonna put this thing together, make it a roller, see what it looks like. In my head, I keep thinking drag and drive. This isn't really a drag and drive car, but, well, anything's a drag and drive car, what am I saying? I like the idea of it looking like a drag and drive car, and like the skinny fronts and the slicks in the back and all that kind of appeals to my eye right now. So we're gonna go ahead and put this together. Feel free to let me know in the comments how you hate it, but I do have We still have the factory ones, and actually these wheels and tires I also bought from Murray, so he has it all. Okay, let's jack this thing up. We'll put the front end all together, fender extensions and the little valance decal, and put that all together, make it look pretty. Hopefully it all still fits. I was gonna start pulling the dent out of the trunk lid, but you know what? We'll do that some other time because Daddy wants a little snuggling time. And well, hey, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. So we'll do that, put these wheels and tires on, see what this old girl looks like. And if I hate it, I'll put the other wheels and tires on. We can't lose. Let's jam this together. Okay, let's peel this thing off. So I think 67 and 8 are the same. I think just the RSs might be different or something like that for the, what's this called? Valance? The valance. Yeah, so we'll do that. I picked these up from a sheet metal guy, the other pieces, and he's actually gonna warranty me that deck lid or give me a deal or do something. He said it kind of fit like crap, and he said he'd take care of it. This is, hey. So I don't know if I'll get another one. Unfortunately, I assume I need a tool, but now I'm in a precarious spot. This was dumb. Stupid DD speed shop. Hang on, I'll be right back. All right, let's get back at her. Or hopefully it goes a little smoother, a little less embarrassing. These Camaro fenders are kind of cool. They'll just kind of bolt together and stuff. So I guess if you have a little wham at the bottom or it rots out, it's not terrible. So anyways, yeah, the deck lid, he'll take care of me. They said they'll, you know, send me another one or do whatever. I'm like, well, I don't really want another one because I assume they're all going to be the same stamping. And it was a Goodmark panel. So I've tried them all. I know, I hear you. AMD. Everyone keeps saying AMD. Well, this doesn't fit very good. Oh, I guess it fits like that. What is that all about? Well, that's a gap. I guess that's how it's gonna be. So the other option I have is they can send me one with holes in it for a spoiler, but I really am kind of liking the idea of having this is awkward, a non-spoiler deal, no stripes, no hideaway headlights. Like, it seems like every Camaro I've ever seen, there's more SS's and RS's on the road than they ever built. So I'd rather not do that. I like the idea of having a kind of base model with a cowl hood. And actually, I think I have a hood. I don't know if it's a 67 hood or 68 hood. I don't know if they're different actually, but I do have a flat hood. I was just talking to my buddy who's storing a lot of stuff in Saskatchewan. Son of a darn it. So maybe we can go flat hood. We'll see what happens here. Okay, let's fast motion this because this is frustrating for me. I can only imagine the lovely viewers how it looks. Oh, and I have inner fenders somewhere. We got it all. Hot damn, look at that. I originally thought this was like a big problem. There's like some sort of gap or whatever. But upon closer inspection at the display model, that's where the bumper attaches to. So we have all the old bumper or the grill, but it's all she beat up. We got headlight buckets and a little trim bit, so I just need to get a grill center section. Oh, there's a hood latch and all that. Yeah, this is what we were working with. So they were rotting there, and it was undercoated or rocker guarded. I think that's well to get those bumper brackets off that thing. That's probably about it. It looks good. Looks damn good. Okay, so now, yeah, I'm super happy with that. They fit decent. These are loose. I just did them by hand. So we gotta get that taken care of. But everything fits. I should see. I think Buddy had a 67 base model grill in stock. I should just see what that costs. Put a brand new grill in it instead of seeing what junk I have, because odds are it's from 67 and beaten, broken, and cracked up and all that. But once put bumpers on there, oh, it looks good. Okay, let's set the camera up. I gotta get my impact out. We'll start putting these wheels and tires on. I hope the big tires will fit. Again, they're 2 inches bigger, so it'll be 1 inch more ahead where it's a little tight there. And until we get some more weight in this thing, or pull a leaf. I'm still not against pulling a leaf, which may happen yet. I'm not gonna lie, I done did the other side. I think I like it. Back tires fit. Well, fit on the other side. We'll see. We'll see how the old eyeball is. This side actually has one stud that's, oh yeah, they're basically the same. One stud's come off, needs a little tack weld in the back there, but tires fit. Actually, they fit really nice. So I got to find me a set of 30 by somethings. There's a lot. What is there? That much room. So 2/3 of a Sasquatch hand before we're getting into the frame rail. So if we get the proper backspace, we're set. Now, I kind of like how it looks, but up in the air, it is kind of goofy. I'm not a huge fan of the center cap, but I guess maybe we can change that later. These are kind of heavy, these wheels, actually, for what they are. I like it. You can't tell me otherwise until you see them for sale on Marketplace tomorrow. No, I dig them. I think they're good. These lug nuts are a bit of a... They're something else. They're shanked and acorn, like tapered, which is different. It's almost like dealing with a unilug without having a unilug. Okay, get that one going. Where's the other one? They go in a little stiff, but I think it's the shank part of it. We got to get them all started. What do you think? Are you guys pausing? You know what? I'll just keep working, so you don't got to pause the video. I'll probably put another ad in here, and then you guys can tell me in the comment section how much you absolutely adore this car, this drag and drive poser wannabe. That one doesn't feel very good. Hot rod. Well, that's not bad. Are they all in? Okay. Moment of truth. Let's drop it down. See how awesome it looks. Or horrible. Oh, I'm going to be on the other side from you guys. We're going to experience it the same but different. Wow, those tires are close to the front and the back. The back tires are close to the front of the quarter panel. Wow, I don't know, they stick out a lot. Is this I guess there's no motor in it, it's not going to bounce a whole lot. The back, everyone keeps saying the springs will drop, so I'm trusting y'all. Ooh, the alignment is not good. It sits like a monster truck, but I think if you can get your head around it being so tall, and the alignment like this wheel is back and so we gotta adjust it all, but I don't mind it. It's kind of like a day two car, modern era. You'd have driven the thing to the track, you'd have put your slicks in the back, but you're running your 17-inch Hot Boys up front. Get rid of this. And it kind of looks like something. What do you think? Well, I like it. I like it for now. It's good enough. And then I get to keep my dog disc center caps for something else. Actually, the Nova needs some. That's where we leave it for now. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Happy Valentine's Day if you're watching this day early somehow. I haven't put it up yet. Next video is gonna be good because we're gonna take a break from this thing. So everyone has been asking to the moon and back how much I've paid for this thing. So I'm gonna do a whole video explaining how much I paid for it, the story, the panel costs, all that sort of stuff, and the color I'm gonna paint it. I've changed my mind. So buckle up for that one. That'll be out in a few days. I'm gonna take a short intermission from this thing while I read your comments about what I'm gonna do with the paint wise while we work on the Ford truck, because I wanna do something different for a little bit, and then we'll be right back to it. Start some body work, and the motor is done. The transmission's getting gone through. The rear end is in it. Like really, this thing could be a running, driving car pretty quick if needed. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe below and leave a comment, and I will see you in a couple of days.